monitoring tool. This tool is normally used for construction work underwater and allows the operator to sit in his office and get always a report when something happens to his construction. It's a total solution for continuous automatic scour monitoring, as I already explained. Here you have a range of applications like monopiles for windmill applications, bridge foundations, jack-up vessels during jacking, although that's not the most important thing, oil and gas rigs, quaysides and hydrodynamic structures. So that's the normal way. We have, for example, here a windmill foundation. To cover the windmill foundation, we would need 2 sonars on each side. If the sonar is, for example, covering an area of 160 degrees, 2 times 160 degrees is not fully 360, but you can either use 2 sonars or 3 sonars to monitor the area around the foundation. These sonars are connected to the telemetry, in this case of the windmills, are always connected by a real network. So it's put into or interfaced into this network, and then the data are sent onshore. And then it's working like we have already heard from the Tough Boy. The data are sent to a central server, and the user is able from his PC in the office, he can access the server and look into the data. This is the typical visualization, so he can also download the data via FTP. And as you have seen already in NaviModel, it's possible. NaviModel is a part of this processing tool. Then you can show the data, and you see in this case there's a big scour around the windmill foundation. Then an automatic report is generated with volume calculations. That means volume calculation based on the original as-built configuration, and then over the time reported how the differences are. We have in the moment 3 different sonars integrated in our solution. Each sonar is a little bit different, so we're starting with the Blue View, a 3D sonar, which is working with 900 kilohertz. And the maximum range I would estimate is not 100 meters, but I would evaluate it's more close to 50 meters, but with a very fine spacing and a very high resolution. The advantage of this sonar is that it is a 3D sonar. That means you have not only 1 beam as for the others, but you have 512. While the other both sonars are scanning sonars, that means they have a manual scanner which is always scanning from the right to the left or left to the right, going back, and this one scan always can last, depending on the resolution, up to 1 or 1.5 hours. Then we have a data acquisition module, which where you define the area which this sonar should scan, including which kind of messages you would like to have, and also alarm messages. If, for example, the distance from the sonar head to the seafloor is increasing over a given limit. And it can even send statistics over email, and in case of an error, the system can be restarted automatically. And a reduced version of NaviModel is afterwards automatically generating a digital terrain model and generates also cross profiles of the seabed. Optional extras can also be added in ADCP for current measurements, and we're offering services like integration of the sensors, the on-site installation and commissioning, and a regular service and inspection, because normally the transducer should be cleaned depending on the growth of green on top of the transducers, they should be cleaned every half a year, I would say. And as already said for the Tough Boy, we are hosting the data. That means we have a server in-house where we send the data, and we also supervise the data collection. So that's all for the small NaviSuite Edulis module.